Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
What's going on, everyone? WCS is back with another one. Shocking news. Broner versus Williams Jr. is off. The fight is off. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news. Broner versus Williams Jr. That's supposed to have happened down in Atlanta, Georgia. All the flyers and everything has been out. I actually thought the fight was going to take place. I kind of felt real good about this fight taking place. And, you know, it was picking up steam as far as the promo go and everything. But it's just been difficult to a point where the opponents, man, news is broke. And you can check out, you know, it's all over YouTube anyway, that Williams Sr., the father of Michael Williams Jr., has put out a doctor's letter and basically indicating that his jaw has been broken. He has a broken jaw. And I'm not sure where this took place, but in the doctor's note, it do provide you with x-rays. And also in there, Williams had put a note, which I didn't read too far in depth, but he said that Roy Jones Jr. was not his son's trainer anymore. So I don't know exactly what happened for him to say Roy is not his trainer no more. I don't know. I don't know if it was just off the impulse of him breaking his jaw. But one thing I know, his pops cared dearly about his son's well-being, especially heading into a fight. And I'm just curious to know what exactly went on. I mean, y'all less than a week out. Just about when it comes to training, it's pretty much done. You know, so yeah, the news is out here, you know, that something must have happened between now and then. That's Williams Jr. His jaw looked obviously swollen and the x-rays are out there. So you can't tell me, you know, it's a whole lot of people just looking and throwing their hands up like, man, this is the third opponent for Broner to leave. To go out somehow, some way. You know, this is his third opponent. So being that he's a week, he's a little outside of a week, I'm curious to know who's going to be the next opponent in line. You know what I'm saying? Chaos say, what does this hurt more, Broner or Williams postponing the fight? I think it hurts more Broner, because Broner's the one that signed to a freaking multi-fight deal with BLK Prime. So it's gonna hurt him more than anybody. Yes, it's going to hurt Williams because, you know, the payday and everything. And having the opportunity to step in there with a 4-weight champion, his biggest to date. But, damn, this shit just came out of nowhere. I'll tell you, man, boxing down here in Georgia is just, it hasn't been right ever since Tank, you know, hasn't returned back down here. Well, I'll take that back. Shakur Stevens, Jamel Harrington returned down here. But, man, we've been struggling to keep these big fights on deck, man. We've been struggling big time. I know this don't have anything to do with Atlanta, but goddamn, it was people actually waiting for this fight to happen. I wish Michael Williams a speedy recovery, man. I wish Williams Jr. a speedy recovery. You know, to a broken jaw. I mean, I know everybody's really going through it. Even Broner. Because Broner was just like, all I got to do is train. Now I got an opponent. Cool. That's all I need. Because it hurt Junior more. That was the biggest fight of his life. Plus his jaw is broken. Now Broner the one that needs to, come up with another opponent that's approved by the commission. He's the one need to get this fight for the lifestyle. He needs his kids to support and all that. Just like Williams would have needed, you know, his family to support. But it's bad all the way around, man. Shout out to Buck 50. Hope you get better, man. Hope everything healed correctly for you. I don't know what the hell went down. I don't know if they was down in Florida or not, but I know it shouldn't have been some hard sparring this close to the fight. I don't know. I don't know if it was even a punch. I don't know what it could have been, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what this could have been, but right here, right now, man, the fight is currently off. Seriously, the fight is off, man. I haven't heard anything about BOK Prime canceling the card, but I know the main event, as we know it right now, will have a change of opponent. I'm pretty sure they're searching around trying to figure it out. But to be honest, I don't know who could it be. To pack the place out, to bring a little bit more interest to it. Who could it be, man? Maybe Antoine Russell, man. He can move up to 47 for a night. People come and goddamn check that fight out. For real. Well, Jahad can't take that fight because he has a fight coming up in April. He couldn't take that fight if he wanted to. Blair the Flair couldn't take that fight. I don't think. Damn. Who y'all gonna take next, man? They blame Roy. Hey, the blame has to be put on somebody. I don't know the full story. I haven't hit his dad up yet. I usually don't hit them up in time like this because I know shit, motherfuckers gonna be on fire. They're gonna be on fire for this. So I don't know, man. I don't know what Roy could have did, but that's what I hear. Let me try to see if it's an article out yet. See if they put an article out there yet. Let me see. Let me see you out there. Trying to find out did it even happen in the ring. All I see is YouTube shit. But for those of you that tuned in, man, the big fight that was supposed to take place down here in Atlanta on the 25th of February, the fight card may potentially still be active, but the main event is no more. So until they find somebody else to be the dance partner, that is off. Due to the circumstance of Michael Williams Jr. breaking his jaw. How? I don't know. I will find out, man. Just don't want to dang call nobody up right now because I know they hot. Let me see if he even pick up. I'm gonna try to find out. Y'all hold on for a second, man. Man, I'm still here. I'm actually talking to the Williams right now. There's a whole lot that went on with him, his jaw broken, doing sparring. Well, appreciate everyone who stayed in the building. Well, yeah, that's a situation right there. Oh my God, the politics behind boxing, man. For what I understand is that there was a back and forth between Roy and Williams. As far as a lot of this is kind of seeming like the camp down there is being a lot more strict due to Eubanks getting knocked out. So Roy wanted to ensure that Williams is good to go and fit for this fight. And you know how that goes. The temperature kind of rose up a little bit and making sure sparring was the way it's supposed to be. And I guess sparring was a little harder than it should. And, he ended up getting touched with a punch that broke his jaw. That didn't have anything to do with what Roy was talking about as far as, them tighten up the bolts a little bit. I guess because they take this fight with Adrian Broner, it was a serious fight. So they was a little bit more strict in the freaking fight camp. But there was some back and forth on why he was sparring this late. Being that it is Friday tomorrow, it's Friday right now, and he has a fight next week. I don't know if it was to get a good view, get a good look at what he had going on, because Roy didn't want his name to be attached to another fight where people are continuing to question him, especially a lot of heat that he's taking off Eubanks. He's taking a lot of heat off Chris Eubanks being knocked out. He is. This is not a Michael Williams Jr. thing. This is Chris Eubanks situation, and that falls on Roy because that's his fighter. So people look at it like you could have pulled him from that fight. You know what I'm saying? You could have pulled him for that fight. Or you could have came in there with a better game plan. They coming up with every avenue of approach to put the culpability on Roy Jones for Eubanks. This is where this is coming from for Williams. because he want to make sure a fight like this against AB is good to go. So it was a bit more firmness in training camp, but a bit more tension, and things wasn't really peaceful down. And it was just word back and forth on whether he should fight. Is he set? Is he ready? No one said he wasn't ready. No one said Williams wasn't ready. It's just the sparring. So I guess he wanted to get him in there and get some good sparring to do a final assessment on what he thinks, because I'm looking at it like this. Roy's saying that I want you to be on your top game stepping in there with Adrian Broner. So I'm going to do a little bit longer checkup, I guess. I'm going to do a little bit longer checkup, examine what I see, and, and take it from there. I mean, at the end of the day, that's Roy Jones. So it didn't work out. He got his jaw broken, so he got to wait for the swelling to go down. He got to get it wired shut. But his jaw is broken for real. So, that's what's going on right now. And I'm not basically disclosing the entire piece of the puzzle. It's gonna sound the way it sounds to certain people, but yeah, the fight is not happening. There's no way he can go in there with an injury like that. And we'll see what's up next with AB's partner. Real talk, but I appreciate everyone pulling up. I don't know. I mean, that is a good question. Why you sparring this late? This close to the fight. That's a good question. That's a valid question. You know what I'm saying? That, I do know the answer to, but it's not something that I'm gonna put out there as to why the sparring went the way it did, and the back and forth communication that was going on from the trainer to the team. And it happens like this in boxing all the time, where people just have certain how you put it, they want to take certain stances on fights, especially if they're in a position where, in this case, Chris Eubanks getting knocked out. That falls back on Roy. Roy may be feeling some type of way about having another fight like this where he's not sure. He don't want the same thing at MSG to play out. Even though he wasn't at MSG, he still don't want that to play out because that was his fighter. You know what I'm saying? So from what I understand, what I was told from Williams is that they're no longer with Roy Jones. That's done. That's over. They're no longer with him. He's not training Williams. So y'all just stay tuned, man. It was a little bit of back and forth contentiousness for this fight in the preparation stages, because I guess Roy really wanted to tighten Williams up and make sure he was ready for a fighter like AB, because like I told people, AB has a high ring IQ and everybody knows that. So to be honest with you, tit for tat, I don't know the entire conversation. I know a little bit more as days go on. But it's not happening, y'all. So appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend. Be back on a little later. Team Williams, man. Hope you get better, Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we should talk about this again. Just to let you know, Broner versus Williams, February 25th, will not be happening down here. BLK Prime is now attempting to locate another opponent for Broner and see how that works, man. Who knows? This has been a wild ride for Adrian Broner to get one freaking fight off at BLK Prime. It's just wild, man. Real talk. But appreciate y'all. Salute. Turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. I'm out.